welcome everybody to another edition of Omnibros Live here on the Omnibus Collectors Network. It's your boy Gio here, still petitioning for an Inhumans Omnibus. I don't think we're going to get it, but it's still funny nonetheless to me. Welcome to another Wednesday media night. Today we're going to be talking Moon Knight episode 5, having a little chat on it, some overall impressions, because I think the overall consensus is that a lot of people liked it. And Cinemacon is happening, so I pulled news articles from the things that interest us, which is the superhero movies. Thank you guys. Thank you everybody. I'll be joined by one of my co-hosts in a minute. So yeah, it's one of those nights. Thank you everybody for tuning in once again. Thank you so much. And let's give a huge shout out to the sponsor of tonight's episode. That is, of course, InStockTrades.com, IST, as I like to say, as well as everybody else, right? Your home for all things collected editions, whether it be a manga or an omnibus, a trade paperback, any sort of collected edition. You find it, of course, here on InStockTrades.com. Here you can see the daily deals. Oh, and hold on. My co-host just joined. Give me a second. We can do it here. The daily deals for this week, we talked about them last night. That Thor Omnibus by Jason Aaron. Everybody's after that. 48% off. If you have the extra 2%, you can get it for 50% off. You even get a manga right there, Cat Gamer, half off. That's great. And if you have the discount, 52% off. That's fantastic. So all of this and more when you visit In Stock Trades, your home for all things collected editions. Great customer service and packaging. If you order more than $50, you get free shipping. An extra 2% rolls over every week, so you can spend more and more on awesome collected editions, all that fun stuff at our sponsor. That's InStockTrades.com. All right. Lou, welcome to the show.
Hey, how's it going?
Doing all right. Today, I didn't cover much, but we're going to chat about Moon Knight because we're 2 episodes away from finishing the damn thing. And CinemaCon is happening, so we could talk a little bit about that and answer some questions from the chat.
Sounds like a plan. A lot of stuff was revealed over the past 3 days at CinemaCon. A lot of stuff.
I looked and I could not find, like one of those, like here's everything that was covered. Instead, I just have random tabs from websites that they seem sketchy. I've never heard of them in my life, so I'm not going to share them. Like the Illumi Nerdy reporting on some things. I'm like, I don't know who you are, but you have info that's legit because I referenced it with other stuff. So we're going to go with that. I'm not going to share them. They're not sponsoring this stream, although I already gave out their name, so what the hell. But yeah, it was a little bit all over the place when it came to CinemaCon.
It's been, I mean, if you've been paying attention and you're like a movie geek and stuff like that, such as myself, it's been a pretty exciting past 48, 72 hours or however long CinemaCon's been going on, because there's been a lot of really cool stuff that was announced. So it's been a cool few days.
What was the quote from Independence Day from the scientist? The past 48 hours have been really exciting. Before he gets murdered. The fans need to know who's going to see Avatar: The Way of Water on opening night. Not on opening night, but I do want to check it out.
It's probably going to be me. My wife loves the first Avatar movie, so chances are we're going to be there opening night for the second one.
They are re-releasing the first Avatar movie. I don't know why. I don't know. I mean, I get it. It's been, 12 years? 13 years?
Yeah,
something been like that.
It's been something like that, and I'm pretty sure they want to reclaim that #1 spot or whatever it is.
They have it. They currently have it. I think they just want to expand the lead on that from Endgame.
I thought Endgame had the #1 spot now.
They did, but then it got re-released in China.
Oh,
again.
Shit.
So they let me check the box score. This is awesome. It's like sports, but much slower. Um,
See, one thing you can definitely say is that the Way of the Water, the next Avatar movie, the CGI, I agree with NFL dude. It's going to be insane because Cameron has apparently been holding off on making these films until the tech caught up
mhm.
with what he wanted to do with these films. So I'm super jonesing to see what he does technology wise. Story wise, well, we'll see what happens. I mean,
Supposedly, it's gonna the next three movies. They're all gonna tie in together with the first one,
yeah,
creating a four-movie saga. We'll see.
yeah, we know the main antagonist of the first film is going to be back. We know most of the central cast from the first film will all be back as well. So it's I like I said, part of me is really excited about this. I'm not one of those ones that's out there online that's like, oh man, I hated Avatar. I'm like, yeah,
Oh no, I dug it when it came out. I
yeah.
haven't seen it in ages, but I dug it.
The Here's the thing: the CGI on it is super dated at this
Yeah,
point.
yeah,
Especially when you compare it to the standards that we have, like something like along the lines of Thanos, which Thanos is pretty fucking spot on when you look at him, how he looks and stuff like that, and some of the stuff that Weta has been doing in the last few years, and all those studios and Lucasfilms and everything like that. So it looks pretty dated by today's standards, but it's still a good movie, and it still
yeah.
doesn't look that bad.
hmm NFL dude. Well, we have your comment here. If you can, track me down on Facebook. If you can, send me a private message.
Yeah,
The Water and Battle Angel Alita looked amazing. That was just a test for what we'll be seeing in Avatar. I agree.
yeah,
And the trailer will be in front of Doctor Strange. So that's great.
yeah. The trailer will apparently show up in front of Doctor Strange next week, and then it'll drop online the week after. So
Yeah. So that's exciting. That's cool. I dig it. We don't have to wait too long.
no,
You're going to see it, so you can report back on us and let us know
I
about the
will.
trailer.
I have my tickets for Doctor Strange next Thursday at 6 o'clock.
Isn't this the first movie to have mocap sequences shot entirely underwater? I think you're right
I,
because they did some crazy stuff to film it.
yeah, they look. This film's been in production, Jesus, for how long? It's got to be close to 10 years at this point, right? That they've been working on this thing.
Let me check real quick on that.
Now,
Uh,
Cameron has said that the following sequels will come out a lot faster because the tech is there and he kind of knows what he wants to do. And they're making this 4 films in total.
did you know that Vin Diesel's going to be in the movie?
Stop.
Yeah,
No, for real?
yeah.
No.
Vin Diesel. We got Zoe Saldana, Sam Worthington, Michelle Yeoh, Kate Winslet, Sigourney Weaver, um, Giovanni Ribisi.
Wow.
It's stacked. I'm excited to see what the hell Vin Diesel is up to in this movie.
Well, see, here's Cameron actually hasn't made too many films as a director. He hasn't,
Mhm.
and he takes a long time to come up with a new film. So, dude, like I said, I'm jonesing for this. I'm super excited about it,
Yeah.
and I kind of want to see what tech wise. I'm more excited for it tech wise because I know IMAX 3D in this is going to look fucking nuts.
The movie started preliminary shooting in August of 2017.
Wow.
So it's been, and they started writing it back in 2012. So it's
Yeah,
been in development for a while.
and the fact that this is underwater, and we know, if you ever get a chance, Cameron has, I think he's got a series of underwater documentaries. The guy loves
Hmm
deep sea diving, underwater. He's obsessed with it.
Yeah. What's the name of the thing? The Abyss, Ghost of the Abyss, or something with the Titanic documentary. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Also, it doesn't matter if Avatar or Endgame is number one. Zoe is winning either way. Yeah,
True.
she's on both franchises. So I don't really have a picture for it, but we can just talk about it. So Avatar got announced. The Way of Water comes out in December of this year. They also announced the Marvel stuff. They showed off some footage for Black Panther, if I remember correctly. And what else? Look, I have the thing here. Oh my god, I'm such a professional.
Yeah.
Uh, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. They showed a few shots of that, like some epic fights or like a giant battle at the end or something.
Yeah.
They talked about Thor: Love and Thunder. They mentioned Lightyear because it's Pixar.
And, dude, I am so excited for Lightyear.
That movie looks awesome. I can't wait for
It
that.
looks so good.
Mm-hmm. Disney. Okay, let me check real quick. Cinemacon. There we go. Oh, there's an actual blog. Thank you. Okay, this is much better. Yeah, so they showed off the Avatar stuff, like I mentioned.
Mhm.
They promoted the Bob's Burger movie, which is a thing.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of Bob's Burger. I've watched like random episodes, but I haven't been uh, enticed to watch the whole thing. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Are you a
No,
fan of that show?
I've seen like you a couple of episodes here and there. Um, it doesn't do it for me, like The Simpsons or Family
Like
Guy.
it's all right.
It's
Eh.
it's okay. It doesn't do it for me like The Simpsons or Family Guy in its prime. Not new Family Guy, but like the first 3 seasons of Family Guy.
Yeah.
It doesn't do it for me like that. But if there's nothing else on, I'll throw it on just a random episode.
Okay, so here we go. The presentation started with a sizzle reel of the movies I mentioned. Marvel, they talked about Black Panther, included shots of Nakia, Shuri, and Okoye in a major battle. Black Panther Wakanda Forever is on schedule for November 11th of this year. And the Kevin Feige said they're planning the next 10 years of Marvel Cinematic Universe at a retreat. So that's going to be exciting for them.
Yeah, he's apparently heading there this weekend to do like the whole. They're mapping out the next 10 years of MCU films, which is nuts.
Oh my god. It's got to be Fantastic Four and X-Men heavy.
Dude, my kid will be 21 by the time they finish up this phase. I will be 43.
Yep. They showed off footage of Doctor Strange, which we're not going to talk about because the movie comes out next week or in 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Next week.
They did confirm Shumagorath, although they're still calling it Gargantos, but it is Shumagorath.
Mm-hmm.
So they showed that. Then they showed Lightyear footage. Overall reaction is this is one of Pixar's finest. No details were given except to validate that blah, 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 blah. Oh, this is editorial opinion here. Then they showed some original stuff that I don't care for. There we go. Okay, perfect. And then Warner Brothers, I'm just going to show off this because it has the official release dates for their upcoming DC movies.
Yep.
Like official. Hopefully they don't postpone the movies again. So this is from Collider. And they showed off the official posters and logos. Let me see if I can zoom in.
Yeah.
So Shazam and Black Adam, which is kind of cool that these two are the ones debuting this year.
That's awesome. Yeah. I didn't realize that they were so close to each other. I thought Shazam was next year.
Shazam was next year, but then they pushed Aquaman and Flash to 2023. And since Shazam scored well with what do they call it? The
test audience,
test screenings. Yeah, they're gonna do it in December.
Cool. I'm excited for that.
Thankfully, is it still going up against Avatar? That's gonna suck.
Think maybe a week before. Or...
Oh no, December 16th, both. Oh boy.
Oh, this is gonna get buried. Oh, that sucks.
People are gonna watch Shazam after they've seen Avatar. Because it's been more than a decade, and the nostalgia is there for people to be hyped about Avatar. Regardless if it's a good movie or not, it's going to do amazing in the box office just because of the time that's gone by. And people are going to be like, oh, it's another Avatar movie. We got to see that for blah, 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 and all the stuff that we mentioned just now. Yeah.
They need to push this 2 weeks back. Put early December. Give this thing some room. It's going to get
or maybe like Christmas.
Yeah, give it a week of a difference, or push it 2 weeks earlier December. You're gonna bury this thing.
Oh, that sucks.
Ugh. And it
And
look. Ugh.
Black Adam is coming out October 21st. I'm really excited for that one.
Oh, man, I can't wait to see the JSA. I heard the Black Adam footage that they showed
Yeah,
looks amazing. Like the movie looks so cool.
awesome. And then for next year, Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, which I read about on Twitter. Sounds awesome.
Yep.
And The Flash, everybody was hyped about that because all the crazy stuff that's happening in that movie. League of Super Pets. I don't know if people care about it, but that's coming out this July.
I'm excited for that.
I'm teasing.
You know what? I'm a sucker for CGI movies. Like we watched Sing 2 last night, and I really enjoyed it. I like these like cartoon CGI movies.
I have not seen the first one, but I know about the movies.
They're fun. They're fun movies.
Hayden, I don't care about superheroes anymore. I'm just here for Margot Robbie's Barbie Cinematic Universe. That's another thing. They showed off the official poster for it. Let's see if I can open it here.
There's a Barbie cinematic universe?
Or just the movie. Here's the official image.
Jesus Christ, she nails it.
I can't believe it's 2022 and we're doing a podcast thing, live stream, talking about a Barbie live action movie. That is kind of weird and awesome.
It is, but she nails the look. She looks spot on. Like if you're gonna get a Hollywood actress to do Barbie, Margot Robbie is probably your best choice right now to do it.
Mm-hmm. And I think Ken is Ryan Gosling, if I remember correctly. That's going to be a weird cast, but
yeah, it is a very weird cast.
Okay, I can dig it. Apparently, going back to the DC stuff, Aquaman is going to be a team-up movie between him and Orm.
It's a
Ocean Master.
It's a buddy cop movie. I'm super
excited. Against a powered-up Black Manta with Stingray, Scavenger, and the other shark character that I can't remember the name of right now.
I think they also confirmed Amber Heard's presence in the movie is going to be very little, which kind of doesn't surprise me, especially with what's going on in the trial between her and Johnny Depp right now.
I mean,
I could see them have been doing reshoots, or in the editing room they just went cut major scenes of her out.
I mean, I'm not defending anybody. I don't care about the trial or anything, but as a fan of her as Mira, it's a little disappointing, but I totally get it, or whatever.
Well, it's the, and they would have done the same for the Flashpoint movie. They are not marketing Ezra Miller's Flash that hard. What they're marketing is you're going to see Michael Keaton in the Batsuit.
Oh, they're going crazy for that.
Yeah.
And
everything you hear about this movie is Michael Keaton's in the Batsuit. Don't forget about it. Michael Keaton is in this movie, and he's Bruce Wayne again. And we've got Ezra Miller here. And
I don't know if you guys are ready for this spoiler, which is kind of weird. One of the villains of the movie is Zod. He's coming back.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're going to pull that off. Maybe the time travel stuff, or not the time travel, the dimension hopping rips up the Phantom Zone. I don't know what they're going to do. Well, it's his lackeys that were dead. That were trapped. He's dead. I don't know how they're going to revive him. I don't know.
And here's the weird thing about that. If you bring back Zod, why would you not bring back Cavill? For at least maybe even a small cameo. Because I think Cavill is a good Superman. I think what he was given to work with is not good. But Cavill as Superman, I think can nail it if given the right material.
He is my Superman. I love him as the character, and I want to see him back. It's just weird that a Superman villain is going to be in a Flash movie with Batman. I'm like, what? Okay. This is like Superman, Justice League, Batman, Flash mixed together in one movie. I don't know if it's going to work or not.
Yeah.
But they did say that at least Supergirl looks great in the movie, so I'm excited for her. So they revealed that. And was there something else? that you saw related to our niche? I know the I was going to say Black Panther. The Blue Beetle movie has a release date for next year.
Right. It was originally supposed to be an HBO Max,
Yeah,
and I think, but now they're doing a full wide theater release for it, which means they probably have seen what they have, and they're like, no, we believe in this.
yeah. I'm excited for that. That's going to be interesting. Was it Susan Sarandon? Is she the villain? One of the villains in the movie? Because I know they wanted Sharon Stone, and she backed out at the last minute. Something happened, and I think it's Susan Sarandon. I mean, this is so weird. Susan Sarandon, Blue Beetle.
This should be their Iron Man.
Susan Sarandon will play the villain in the Blue Beetle movie. She's going to play. Oh. She's playing Victoria Cord. There's no Victoria Cords in the comics, but Cord, there's that relation with Ted Cord. We'll see what happens.
I just remembered something.
What?
We forgot about Bad Bunny.
Oh, fuck that. Okay, I'll be transparent. I'm not a fan of that guy whatsoever.
Right.
I don't like him whatsoever. So if you do, that's great. More power to you. The fact that Sony is willing to spend money making a movie about a nobody villain
Right.
that appeared for 2 issues of Spider-Man. He's a Mexican wrestler. When you already have a catalog of great Spider-Man villains and you're going to waste time, effort, cash, I don't understand this at all. I get it because he's a famous singer, whatever, part-time wrestler, whatever the hell. I'm not going to support it. I think it's dumb. I don't care. I could care less about El Muerto. I could care less about Bad Bunny. I could care less about the Sony Marvel universe.
So, to give context for those of you out there that might have missed this,
please.
Sony came out with a statement saying that they are going to do a movie on a character named El Muerto. The thing is with El Muerto is he's only been in 2 issues, not 2 arcs, not 2 volumes, 2 issues. And you have the most disgusted look on your face right now, Gio, that I think I've ever seen you have.
It's such a dumb idea. There's so much. I mean, if you're already going to use somebody that's famous, give them at least something better than freaking like a Z-lister.
It's terrible. So it's a character that has only appeared in 2 issues, and they gave it to Bad Bunny. So the reggaeton star Bad Bunny will have his own Marvel hero in the Sony stuff that they're doing.
It's the Sony Spider-Man universe or something like that. It's called.
And what I have read is apparently Bad Bunny went to Sony Pictures and said, I want to be a superhero. And they must have dug the bottom of the barrel and they said, okay, you want to be this dude? And they said, go ahead.
So I watched a 10 lamest Spider-Man villains list video and said, you son of a bitch, I'm in. I like that.
Here's the thing with this. Bad Bunny is a license to print money in a lot of ways. He's arguably the biggest music act right now in the world. And his concerts sell out within seconds and minutes. It's nuts how popular he is. So this is going to do some money. But this whole idea sounds terrible.
Yeah. I mean, didn't they mention about Cardiac? That you shared a post on our chat? That they're doing a Cardiac movie with, what's his face? The other rapper.
Oh, Drake. Yeah.
Drake. At least that is cooler because Cardiac's cooler than El Muerto. Also, please, what I'm mad about is that I still do not understand what is Sony's plan for their entire catalog and universe. Right now, it just seems they're just doing whatever they want, and somehow they're going to magically tie it together and make a universe without Spider-Man, but it's Spider-Man. I still don't understand what the roadmap is for their Sinister Six and the Spider-Man universe. I don't know.
Here's the thing. Here's what I think a lot of fans are doing. We don't count the Sony films at all as part of the MCU stuff. I don't. Other than Spider-Man and the 3 Spider-Man films that we've gotten, I don't count any of the stuff that Sony is doing in my head canon. I don't count it.
I think they should share the characters, right? And leave the Tom Holland stuff within the Marvel Cinematic Universe
Yeah.
and make the Spider-Man Sony universe with Garfield, because he is in the most demand after the No Way Home movie, and everybody wants to see him again to give him another shot. Then build that universe around that character and have fun with it.
Yes. After No Way Home, or what was it? No Way Home was the last one? Jeez, this
Yeah,
whole movie is getting mixed up in my head. After No Way Home, the thing that fans demanded was, well, why don't we get another Andrew Garfield movie in his own universe? Because
Yeah,
you kind of redeemed him in that film. People really still like him, and people were really wanting another movie with him. What do? We get a movie of El Muerto.
and yeah. Morbius tanked. That was not what they were expecting. They announced Venom 3, which you knew was going to happen, but I don't have any faith in it. Sorry. I still haven't seen the first one nor the second one. I really don't know what they're going to do. Spoilers: Vulture is in that universe now, somehow, magically. I don't think we're going to see Scorpion, which I'm really sad about. Maybe they're going to do Morbius in a Sinister Six. They're filming not Karnak, Kraven the Hunter, and that looks weird. I saw like some production images of that. I'm like, I don't know about this, but okay. I just want to know how they're going to tie it together, and when are we going to see the Spider-Man element? Because you can't rely on villain movies. Because who are they going to fight? Another villain? Villains against villains? Is that the plan? Is Morbius going to take on the Sinister Six? Jared Leto's going to save that universe?
Jared Leto is like the kiss of death for these comic book movies. Because every time he's involved in one, it's horrible.
I think there's potential, but he's just miscast in everything.
Yeah.
I think there is potential because he is talented, but like, keep striking out.
Give him something like The Beyonder or something like that, where he has to be kind of stoic and look all, something like that.
Yeah, he could have had Amazing Spider-Man 3 live action Miguel, but instead we're getting Craven, and hey, it's that guy from that one panel in ASM 229. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, we're getting Spider Woman, and what's the other one? Madam Web.
You know what? Fuck all this shit, okay? Because we did get a good announcement for a good Spider-Man movie. The Spider-Verse film, unfortunately, they've been pushed back.
We were talking about it last week, right?
Did we?
Like, yeah, we were talking like, oh, at least we got Spider-Verse, and then as soon as we finished the show last week,
right,
the news came out. Oh, sorry, we're delaying it to 2023. I'm like, son of a bitch.
God, I was looking forward to that. So
yeah. But the only Spider properties that I'm excited for is that and Spider-Woman, because I'm a big fan of Jessica Drew. So hopefully they do it justice. I doubt it, but we'll see. Let's see. What else did we miss from CinemaCon?
Justin Lin left Fast and Furious.
Oh, that was kind of odd because they had already started production, right?
They were a week into production, and Justin Lin said, "Yeah, I'm out. I'm not doing this."
So much about family.
Yeah, she's a fuck family. It's kind of weird because Vin Diesel put out a video saying, "Yeah, this movie's gonna be great, isn't it, Justin Lin?" And Justin Lin's like,
amazing.
It looked like they had a gun to the poor guy's head on Vin Diesel's Instagram.
Yeah. I'm looking to see if I'm missing anything. Disney releases. Oh, this is interesting. Hold up. So Disney has Doctor Strange. Then Lightyear,
Mm-hmm.
Thor: Love and Thunder, Bob's Burger. We talked about that. Avatar, Black Panther.
Yeah.
And then next year, The Marvels, The Haunted Mansion, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, Indiana Jones, The Little Mermaid, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantum Mania.
That's all next year?
Yes, because
Holy shit.
yeah, that's all 2023. Because Avatar is the last one of this year in December, and then the Marvels in February 17th.
Wow.
I think out of all the Marvel properties, the Doctor Strange movie and Ant-Man are gonna be the most important ones for
Yeah.
this Phase 4, because people keep forgetting the main threat is the multiverse and a little bad guy called Kang the Conqueror,
Mhm.
and he sort of showed up. Spoilers in
Yeah.
Loki, and I didn't know this until I read an article. There's an Easter egg in Moon Knight for Kang. I don't know if you knew that.
I didn't catch that.
You know the kid that sacrifices himself for the greater good of the bad guys, and he cuts off his scarf and falls to his death.
Mm-hmm.
That Mark is holding on to. The
Mm-hmm.
jacket had like a pharaoh head with the Kang colors of purple, green, and stuff.
Oh, cool.
And it's great because he was, what was the pharaoh that he cosplayed as? Ramatut,
Yes.
Ramses or whatever.
I think it was one of the two. Yeah.
One of those guys. So it's a great way to tie in Moon Knight to the Kang story. So yeah, I think Doctor Strange is going to be awesome. That's my hype about it.
Yeah, no, I'm super jonesing for Doctor Strange. It's my second most anticipated this year, but the Thor and Love and Thunder is my number one. I can't wait for Thor and Love and Thunder.
Sony said Across the Spider Verse has 240 characters and will span across 6 universes. I hope
Jesus.
I hope they
Japanese
visit.
Spider-Man has to be there, right?
Yes, he has to be there. I hope they cross over into the manga verse, so we see manga Spidey with the big gloves. I like that character, that version, and the big boots. Uh,
Oh, wow, that was early Scotty Young.
yeah, I,
Holy
w-
shit.
I would like to see that. The new indie movie is going to make heads explode. Oh, for sure. Yeah, everybody's excited about that. Sony did what Warner Brothers didn't think to do: stayed clear of competing with Avatar in December. Even if Avatar sucks, the story, it's going to make a shit ton of money. I would not go pick a fight with that on the same date.
Yeah.
Sorry, Shazam, I love you, but you should have picked a better date. Maybe Christmas or 2 weeks after. I don't know.
6 universes, so they got to throw in Spider-Man Japan, right? Like it's seen a resurgence in popularity over the last few years.
Oh yeah, I mean we had Penny Parker, and she's heavily based on anime
Yeah.
with Evangelion and the mechas and all that stuff. So I could see it.
Hmm.
I'm surprised with all the Egyptian mythology in Moon Knight that they didn't have an apocalypse Easter egg in there. They didn't need to ever introduce him, but a reference would have been cool. And kind of awkward that you had Oscar Isaac in both properties, X Men
Yeah.
and Moon Knight. But speaking of Moon Knight, let's talk about that. Moon Knight episode 5. I think
Yep.
this is the best episode so far.
Agreed.
I think in the long run, after this show is done, people will look back and think of the costume and this episode.
Mhm.
Regardless, I mean, we'll see next week with the finale. But so far, the show's all about Oscar Isaac. He has done a phenomenal job acting in this. Even when the stories has not been that great, I still think he's the strongest part of the Moon Knight show.
Yeah.
So not much to recap since it's in the. Should we put up the spoilers?
I think so because there's a lot to talk about in this episode.
Spoilers for Moon Knight. Okay, this is your warning. If you're watching this later, you got like 30 seconds before I spoil something for Moon Knight episode 5. Chat, if you guys don't want to know about it, hit the don't leave us, but hit the mute button. And when you see the spoiler tags off, then we can resume the conversation. So, spoilers from Moon Knight episode 5. The character really is dead, and this is in the process of going into the afterlife. I really enjoyed that because we don't get this type of representation in any media of having Egyptian mythology in a major platform like this. It's always been um, everybody always knows about the Greeks and the Romans and all that stuff, but it was really nice to see all these concepts being played out on live action TV.
Yes.
So he's dead, and we finally get the explanation for the dual identities. What else gets explored here? Um, his backstory growing up.
Yes. I will say that this episode kind of hit, in certain parts of this episode, hit very home to me. Namely in the part where he's being abused as a kid because my dad pretty much beat the shit out of me as a kid. So you kind of disassociate yourself from that moment in order to kind of get away from it. So it hit home for me.
Yeah.
This to me was, for me, the best episode by far. We mentioned it earlier, and I think it's because it was the most interesting, because they play, and you were touching on this, they play with so much of the Egyptian mythology and what's going on with Mark Spector and his multiple personalities and all this other stuff. I think the big issue that I have with this is that I think when this is all said and done, this series is one episode, maybe 1.5 episodes, way too long.
Yeah.
We have to wait for next week to watch the finale, but I think it's about 1.5 episodes way too long.
I think a lot of the stuff from episode 2, 3, and even 4, you could have cut it down.
Yeah.
A lot. And maybe it'd be like a 5 or 4 episode thing, like a mini series.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember the name of the deity, but she is the Spiritfarer, basically.
She's great. The hippo?
Loved it. And when they brought the scales back with the balancing of the heart, I read all that stuff in school, so it was really cool to see it. I'm like, there we go.
Yeah.
And the whole sequences when it comes to the Egyptian mythology is great. Like the couple of weeks ago with Khonshu moving the sky and all that stuff, that was pure magic. I loved it. And now you have that fairy scene when you see the desert and all that stuff and the gate of Osiris. Really cool stuff.
Yeah.
I wish we could get more of that throughout the series instead of like when they're fighting the invisible monster or when they're holding a tribunal and we don't have the budget to show all the gods. It really kind of cheap cop-outs, or that fight with the Spanish conquistadors, whatever the hell they were doing with the horseback. It's a joke. I know they're not Spanish. What else did they miss? I don't know. But very weird moments where I'm like, you guys didn't have the budget for a bunch of stuff, did you?
Yeah, I've mentioned this in our previous talks that I think this was very low budget, or they had the budget cut on this.
Yeah.
Because it's very apparent in certain spots where it is. One thing that I really loved about this is that they confirmed that, at least in the MCU, your afterlife, or whatever your religion is, that's what's going to happen to you, basically.
Yeah.
She mentions it. I'm blanking. I wish I remember her name, the hippo character's name. That whatever you believe in, that's basically what your afterlife is going to be. So she mentions the ancestral planes, which is a Black Panther reference.
Yeah.
And she's, man, that's beautiful. You guys should see that.
I'm going to butcher this. Towerette, something like that. That's her name.
Something like that, yeah.
She is the deity is typically depicted as a bipedal female hippopotamus with feline attributes. She commonly bears the titles of Lady of Heaven, Mistress of the Horizon, She Who Removes Water, Lady of the Birth House. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, they do a lot with the concept of the different rooms, and obviously the big gut punch moment is that you realize why Oscar Isaac's character, Mark Spencer, and all that stuff has the multiple personalities. Because the whole situation with his brother dying at a very young age, and his
Hmm.
mom beating him and stuff like that was very, very, a very emotional scene.
Well done. Yeah.
Very well done. And for Oscar Isaac to be playing off of himself when we know probably wasn't, he probably was staring maybe at another actor off screen or something like that.
Yeah.
That's still really tough to do the dual roles thing.
He sold it. At times, you can easily forget that it's him.
Yeah.
And it really does feel like he's talking to two completely separate characters.
Yes.
I know his brother helped him with some of the scenes with the two of them together.
Oh, cool.
And I don't know if you know, but his brother's a YouTuber. He does action figure reviews.
Wait,
Yeah.
for real?
The first Marvel Legends for Moon Knight,
Yeah.
the first impressions on the figure, his brother was the one that did it on his YouTube channel. I can't remember the name of the channel, but it's there on the platform. You can find it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so that's, I mean, I love that my heart sank. So there is a death at the end of this episode. My heart sank when well, Jesus, I'm blanking on the character's name now. The other part of Mark Spector.
Steven?
Yeah. My heart sank when Stephen Grant is tossed overboard of the ship and you see him basically die there. You're like,
Yeah.
it was at that moment that I realized, oh, yeah, he was technically a construct of Oscar Isaac's, of Mark Spencer's pain and his way of dealing with pain and kind of getting out. But it was pretty much a fully fledged out character, and they nailed it.
Yeah. Yep. It was a very Pixar type of moment.
Yeah.
Where you're
Big
like, no, don't go.
Bing
But
bong.
it needed to happen to advance the story because
Yeah.
you can't be a complete entity to pass the trial. The two hearts things was never going to work, and you needed to be one whole person in your soul and heart. So I kind of saw, as soon as I saw the scales and the two hearts, I'm like, yeah, this is not going to end well, either for
No.
Mark or Steven. One of them's going to go.
And I'm kind of wondering if that means that they're going to drop the whole dual personality thing going forward, or what are they going to do with that? Because
He has more than two in the comics, so
three, right?
he has three, and we haven't seen the third one.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking it could show up.
Possible.
Reminded me a lot of what WandaVision by telling a story of the effects of trauma on mental health through what appears to be just a fun comic book show. That's a good point.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
And I'm very excited to see the finale because we still haven't seen Met and her shtick, and to see if she has any cool powers and all that. We still haven't seen Midnight Man. I think that's his name.
Mm-hmm.
We saw his civilian side in episode 3 with the conquistadors, like I like to call them, or whatever they're doing in that circus. So I'm very interested to see. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get a cookie cutter ending because the setting is there for him to come back. He's gonna be in the afterlife, heaven or whatever, and then he comes back to finish the thing. He he needs to rescue Khonshu, become the Avatar again, and Midnight Man shows up. They fight, and then I guess they do some magical thingy to seal back the goddess and. Ethan Hawke's character, I don't know what they're going to do with him. I do like Ethan Hawke in this series. I think he's awesome in it.
I have my fingers crossed so hard they don't kill him off.
He could show up again if they make a second show or something. I could see him coming back.
Yeah,
Like
I think it'd be a missed opportunity or a disappointment if they just kill him off.
Yeah. Although that's the tradition, no, with
Yeah,
Marvel movies or series to kill off the main bad guy.
yeah, I know. I still say Killmonger is alive.
Do you think so? I mean, he got pretty stabbed.
Dude, this is the MCU. Death
Uh,
means
it means nothing. So yeah, I'm gonna take the spoiler banner off.
nothing.
Welcome back, all 100 of you that left.
Mm.
So yeah, Moon Knight is interesting. Looking forward to it.
One last thing before we move on completely. Do you think we'll get a werewolf or a Blade cameo or something like that next week?
I don't think so.
Oh, damn it.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
But the rumor is, I mean, we do know Werewolf by Night is coming, supposedly for Halloween, but it's not confirmed yet. It was just a really strong rumor that never got confirmed. I hope it does happen because that is a perfect way to tease all the supernatural stuff.
Yeah.
Ghost Rider, Blade, even Moon Knight. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Ooh, what if they do like Midnight Suns includes Moon Knight? That'd be fun.
That'd be cool.
Danny Ketch. Don't do Blaze because we've done that already.
Hmm.
Werewolf. What else? Blade. Do you remember the Hellstorm series that only lasted a season and nobody watched on Hulu?
I don't know.
That was awful. I watched 5 minutes and I bailed. It's nothing like the comic book, and it was just super boring. Because it's okay to be not like the comic. I don't mind that, but it was just super boring. I'm like, nah, fam, I'm out. This sucks.
Oh, jeez.
Do you think Moon Knight will have any Easter eggs in Doctor Strange like the finale of Hawkeye and Spider-Man had? I think they should at least tie it a little bit. I know they're not concerned about that stuff with Moon Knight, but the fact that deities are involved and Kang is also involved in that, I think there should be some form of acknowledgement, or maybe through Khonshu or something. I don't know.
I agree. Yeah, I agree with you. I think it'd be kind of a disappointment. I mean, here's the thing. I've only seen Jesus Christ, come to think about it, I've only seen the very, very, very first trailer of Doctor Strange. Because what I've been doing with these MCU movies is that I've been pretty much going in blind. I'll watch one trailer, which is usually the teaser, and
Yeah.
then I'll go and watch the movie. Because I don't want anything really ruined for me or really have my expectations set so high. So I've seen almost nothing of this movie. So I'm super excited to go in next Thursday and see what happens. I know that they have confirmed the Illuminati.
I was just gonna say that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was ruined for me online. I'm like, well, okay, that's 100%. That's the Illuminati. So Patrick Stewart is in this fucking thing. Like, I really don't know why they're even hiding it anymore at this point because you hear his voice in the trailer.
Yeah.
They've confirmed the Illuminati. It's got to be him at this point.
I love that this version of the Illuminati is multiverse related. I
Yep.
love that so much. It makes much more sense compared to the comics.
Yes.
The comics, it was just like a super powered nerdy club of the biggest douchebags.
Mm-hmm.
But now it makes a lot more sense with the history of that name of the Illuminati.
Yeah.
I can't wait. And they also kind of teased something, but I'm not going to say it here, of a possible appearance of a cosmic thingy. So we'll see.
Is it 4 members? It's 5, right? That are supposed to be the Illuminati in this movie.
It's supposed to be 6.
6 for the Illuminati this week. Jesus Christ! So we know
And
Patrick Stewart. You think we'll get a Mr. Fantastic variant in this?
That would be amazing.
Okay. Or too soon.
Maybe an Iron Man variant in suit.
There's been fans have been speculating that Tom Cruise is the Iron Man variant in this.
I don't want to see that.
And you know what? I am all for it, to be honest with you.
I don't know. He's too Tom Cruisey to be in an MCU thing. I don't know.
What about if we get Kelsey Grammer back for Beast in this?
That'd be cool.
Beast was in the Illuminati.
You can introduce Black Bolt, damn it, because nobody knows who he is, and you don't have to pay any big star to play him.
Vin Diesel.
Oh, well, I mean, he's not going to say anything, so.
Yeah.
Or you can make a CGI character, just put him there, like a silhouette. I'll be happy with that. I know what that cosmic thing is, and if it's true, I'm excited. Yes, I am super excited when I read that. I'm like, ooh, let's go.
What is it?
Am I going to spoil it here?
Let's talk after the show then.
Okay. I don't want to spoil it because I remember Oxmeat Pete. I haven't seen him in ages, but he bowed out when we spoiled a fan theory. Oxmeat Pete, if you're watching this, we miss you, buddy. Actually, yeah, it's been a while. I haven't seen him. I hope he's okay. Looks like it's time to bring Gillian McMahon back as Doom. I mean, who did the Doom in Fantastic?
Oh man,
he was the kid that did the
Chronicle.
Planet of the Apes movies.
Oh,
was it Toby something?
Toby Kebbell? Is that what his name is? He's in Servant right now on Apple TV.
I think so. Yes, that Doom was an abomination.
That was terrible.
I would watch a million Morbiuses and a million Suicide Squad Jokers before I go back and watch whatever the hell Fantastic called Doom. That was the first time I watched a superhero movie, and in real time as I was watching it, I'm like, I don't like this. But I already paid the ticket. I wasn't gonna leave because I at least get I had the beverages and the popcorn and AC was on. I wasn't gonna bail, but that was a horrible experience.
Have you ever walked out of a movie in the theater?
No, never.
Wow, you've ridden in and out.
Yeah, because typically I go in knowing I usually go in for the big blockbusters, so I know that at least I'm gonna have some fun with it. And if it's bad, whatever, I'm just gonna talk over it or look at my phone or whatever. But I already paid money for it, so I might as well stick around and get the free air conditioning because it's super cold, right, in the movie theater. Mm-hmm. And get some popcorn and just laugh at it.
Yeah. The only time I've come close was the Last Airbender. And that was because my brother stood up in the theater and said, "Fuck you" to the screen and almost walked out of the theater.
I still haven't seen that movie. I mean, because I'm not a fan. I've never seen the Avatar stuff, so I don't care for it. So I didn't bother with the live action stuff, but I know it looks terrible, and it is terrible. Next, Imagineon. Okay. Following up, finally caught Bay's Ambulance last week. I really want to see that movie. It looks so much fun and can confirm that it is in fact very good, restrained by his standards, but more formalistically focused and tonally and morally, philosophically. Wait a minute. My brain, it's 9 p.m. I can't handle these words. Philosophically sophisticated than I think anything else in his filmography. There you go. And is very much his reworking of Collateral and Unstoppable by way of Seijun Suzuki. Holy crap. But you got a good point there. I've heard nothing but great things about it. It's like the Bayest of all Bay movies, and that's great. It looks like so much fun. It looks like the movie that we wanted to see in like the late 90s, early 2000s, that action. You can disconnect your brain from anything and just enjoy the fighting and the shooting and all that stuff.
Dude, they're looking for a director for the Fast and Furious movie. Michael Bay is right there.
He started filming TV commercials for cars. He has the knowledge to film a top-notch car racing movie. Watch all his Transformers movies and all the other ones, and the shots of the cars rolling by, they look like high-def TV commercials, and that's on purpose because he got to start doing that stuff. So a Fast and Furious movie with Michael Bay, I would watch that. I would go to the theater day one and see it.
Oh, dude, and that would be the thing that would make me pick up my cross and my white undershirt and wear it again because I hung it up after the last film. I'm done. I hung it
You're
up.
done. You come back from retirement, put
I,
that
I
on.
I would come. That is my jersey. I would put my jersey back on one more time if Michael Bay was announced. He's directing the next Fast and Furious movie.
Or maybe he does the reboot when the saga's done.
Oh my god.
Be dope. I remember you were talking about the shirt. I remember when Paul Walker passed away.
Yeah.
The guys locally, they did like tributes in the street, which I
Uh-huh.
thought was really sweet,
Yep.
but kind of weird at the same time because they were like screaming, "This is for Paul!" and they started screeching all the tires in front of the movie theater, and I'm like, that's really nice. And Paul Walker was great, rest in peace. But like, what are we doing? It's a Fast and the Furious movie. Calm down.
Hey, they've been writing that whole Paul Walker thing for years at this point. Because Vin Diesel, every time a movie's about to come out, is for Paul Walker. Like his
I
spirit is in this.
saw the Easter egg at the finale for the last one. I read about it, and I
Yeah.
could not believe that they're still doing that stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
mean, you already had the send off movie, and you're still continuing the character in universe. Why? He's not going to show up. Why?
Here's the thing. This movie, so they've got, what is it, two more? They've got
Two more.
two more in the bank that they're gonna do. Apparently, so
One-
far,
or one more. I think it's going to be. I don't know. Whatever.
I think
Let
it's
me
two
check.
more. I think it's this one and 11. I'm gonna call it. I think Brie Larson, who I was fucking surprised Brie Larson signed up for this, considering what we've heard of Brie Larson and who she is. I'm gonna bet she's Paul Walker's daughter in this. Like,
Oh,
I'm betting this is gonna be sometime in the future, and I'm gonna bet she plays Paul Walker's daughter.
oh, interesting. Fast X is the name of the movie. Jason Momoa is the villain. Brie Larson's in it, and Fast and Furious 11 in 2024 will be the last one. So they're closing it out at 11
So far,
so far. I still want them to reboot or do a crossover with Jurassic Park. The base of the bay would be either Bad Boys 2 or Transformers 4 in IMAX. Oh, Transformers 4. I didn't like that movie. I remember watching it and halfway I'm like, I'm done. Every 5 minutes there's an explosion. I couldn't handle it.
yeah.
Like they would look at the pavement and exploded. They would look at something else and explode. I'm like, I can't.
Or
Yeah.
Will Smith needs a gig. You bring in Martin Lawrence.
Bad Boys, the bad and furious boys.
Dude, I've been pitching this for years. The Bad and the Furious.
Oof.
The movie ends in a post-credit scene where you see Martin Lawrence and Will Smith come out. They're like, we need to have the baddest cops or something dumb like that to chase down the baddest street thugs or whatever it
That'd
is.
be dope.
And then you hear "Shake Your Tail Feathers" by Nelly playing in the background, and you see them coming.
That'd be interesting.
I just took you back to middle school with that.
Oh my god. Yeah, James Kirby's 30th anniversary is today. That's great.
Hey, that's awesome.
Speaking of games, to wrap things up for tonight, did
Yeah.
you hear about the Sonic games? The Sonic games are getting delisted from all platforms
That's bullshit.
because
See,
they're making way for the Sonic Origins collection, which is a digital thing or whatever.
yeah, see, that to me is bullshit. That's messed up, guys. Don't. And this is why you're very staunch on like I want physical games for probably this reason.
I'm waiting, and I'm going to spoil it here because you guys don't watch my other channel, the gaming channel. I'm making a video on that, and I actually bought the 2 games that I showed off the other day, the GameCube games. I found a good deal on them, and I bought them. So I'm waiting for them to arrive so that I can make a video like, it's getting delisted. I got your solution. Bam, bam. And I'm going to talk about the GameCube stuff and the Sonic Mania. It's going to be interesting. Going to be fun. What sucks is that if you're a Nintendo Switch player, owner, whatever, the at least the Spinball and Sonic 2, you can still play them on the Switch Online service with Sega Genesis.
Mhm.
And if you have the Sonic Ages, or the I keep saying Sonic, Jesus, if you have the Sega Ages collection, the Genesis one, you
Mhm.
can still play them there, but you can't find them on the eShop after the Origins collection drops or something like that. So that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I kind of hope Avatar Studio drops their ATLA animated movie in December. Battle of the Avatars. There you go. Did
Did
anyone
you
want? Yeah, go ahead.
did you grab the TMNT deluxe edition?
No, I mean I thought about it because it got restocked on Amazon. I
Hmm.
was gonna grab it and I had it, and I'm like, I don't need the things
Yeah.
unless I was gonna sell them.
Hmm.
I'm good with the game. I have the base game ordered, but I don't know. I may change my mind. Who knows? We'll see.
Hmm.
It's all crazy. I'm trying to remember if there's anything else I wanted to talk about before we wrap up. But let me remind you guys that the show is sponsored, of course, by In Stock Trades. We talked about a lot of stuff here. We talked about Moon Knight, and there's a bunch of Moon Knight books that you can find at In Stock Trades, as well as all the other Marvel properties and DC stuff. All those superheroes, you can find them at In Stock Trades. Up to 50% off. Loyalty discounts stack on an extra 2% to that. And right now, they're doing deals like the daily deals are back, or the weekly deals, sorry, 48%, and you use that 2% and you get a nice half discount off books. Right now, there's the Jason Aaron Omnibus, and you can get it for 50% off. The Jason Aaron Thor Omnibus. All that fun stuff, you can get it at InStockTrades.com, the official sponsor of Omnibros Live here on the Omnibus Collectors Network. Oh, you asked me earlier about the grossing movies. I still have the tab here. The difference between Avatar and Endgame. Avatar has a lead of $49 million, 744,875. So it's a $49 million difference between Endgame and Avatar. And what they're going to do is they're going to release Avatar again in theaters with a redone audio track and redone scenes, I guess, CG work. I don't know, whatever. So I think it's going to make another bunch of $1 million. People are going to see it. I think you're muted. There
My
we go.
bad. Oh yeah, it's gonna make a shit ton of money. Yeah, what I'm betting is they'll probably throw in an Atmos track. They'll probably clean up some of the more rough CGI as much as they can, and then
Yeah,
they'll re-release it.
there you go. Last question of the night. Did anyone catch the new Chippendale trailer? No, but I did watch the first one that they released. I know in our chat, Omar hated it. I think it kind of sucks, but I mean, I grew up on Chippendale Rescue Rangers.
Yeah.
And Chippendale. I really want to see it, and it's a Disney Plus thing, so
Mhm.
uh, no harm in watching it. I like that they're blending all types of animation:
Mhm.
CG, 2D, computer graphics, and cell shading, and everything. And they're adding all the random characters. Friggin' what's his name? Oh my gosh, what's the movie with the what's the live action movie with the animated bunny? I'm blanking on the name of that from back in the day. With what's the name of the damn bunny? With Mario brother in it. Roger
Uh,
Rabbit.
oh, okay.
Roger Rabbit is in the movie. He has a cameo, and we haven't seen
Oh,
him in ages. Yes,
wow.
Roger Rabbit. I'm excited.
Holy shit, he's in this?
Yeah. If you watch
Wow.
the first trailer, he's in one of the scenes.
Okay.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Final question from Next Imagine on it.
All right.
That just that just occurred to me that I don't think it has been asked anywhere yet. What do you think will happen to the Michael B. Jordan Superman film in light of Discovery's DCU restructuring? They said it's still in development, and as well as Zatanna and John Constantine and a bunch of stuff. They haven't been deleted or scrapped yet. I think the Jordan Superman film will be interesting, and I hope they play it off as an alternate Earth because I don't want this character, which has a really nice story in Earth 2, to get stripped to be Clark Kent because he's not. He's Val Zod.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope they don't do that.
Yeah.
Give me the proper origin for Val Zod in his own movie or whatever. And Zatanna, I'm excited for. I heard of an actress that they were linking to that, but I can't remember her name. But I think she looks the part, maybe. So the idea behind that, if you guys don't know, they're going to do Avengers style. They're going to introduce Constantine. They're going to do Zatanna, Swamp Thing, all that stuff, and mini movies or events or TV shows, and then tie it all together for a Justice League Dark movie in HBO Max. I don't know if it's going to happen, but hopefully at least Zatanna happens because she's my favorite of the bunch. That's it.
I mean,
you got anything else?
Yeah, I mean I agree with everything that you just said. That's pretty much.
Thank you.
It's just a wait and see right now. We have to wait and see that the deal's done, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah. I haven't ended the broadcast yet because I'm trying to remember something that I wanted to talk about tonight, and I can't remember what it was. I know it was video game related. I'm pretty sure I'm going to hit end broadcast in like 30 minutes. I'm going to be like, damn it. So we'll see. Anything else? Gonna wrap it up now?
Honestly, man, I got nothing else for tonight. I think this has been a good hour, so I'm ready to
All right.
get out of here.
Well, let's call it. Thank you, everybody in the chat. Thank you to the sponsor, In Stock Trades, as well. Thank you to everybody watching later. If you are, let us know what are some of your favorite announcements from Cinemacon. There are more days ahead, and they're still going to reveal some stuff, so we're going to go back to it next week and talk more about it. And your thoughts on Moon Knight as well. Let us know in the comments section. Thank you to the chat once again. Thank you to my co-host, Comics Guide. Where can people find you on the internet?
Comics Guide 101 on Twitter and Comics Guide 101 on YouTube, where there's an archive of a bunch of my old stuff.
All right. And you can find me petitioning for an Inhumans Omnibus here on this channel, but my regular channel is A Week of Geekdom, where I talk about anime and manga. Tomorrow we're doing a manga show, and then Friday I'm going to try to host a special show at some point at night, 8 or 9 p.m. We'll see. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. God bless. Stay safe out there. Catch you guys on the next stream. Bye.